Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Chaotic Cork podcast episode. Today we have Scott, Chris, Tristan's here. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
No one says hello. Everyone
Great
just
intro,
stays
guys.
silent.
Great intro.
Everyone just stayed silent. I love it.
Great.
Completely silent.
That was a good episode.
And,
It was.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little worried about it when it was until we got the plot twist.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
You
plot
were
twist is
wondering where it
fucking.
was going?
Yeah, because I'm thinking like, what are they kind of doing here? You know?
I thought it was a trap in like a different way, where I thought it was the actual dude, and I was like, that's so obvious. Yeah, like the transmission, like the guy with the mask,
Dude, he had.
and I was like, dude, that's so obviously a trap.
He had Zilla
That
eyes,
looks like a
bro.
Sith Lord.
His eyes were
Yeah.
the universal sign
I was like,
for a
dude.
villain.
And I fell for it. I really did fall for it.
Yeah, and then it's just like all six of them just fucking ignite their sabers, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all red. I'm thinking, whoa.
This episode's like.
That was pretty cool, though.
This episode is
Like-
you have to pay attention to the beginning to understand why all their sabers turned red.
So anyway, I really like the animation of this episode.
The animation was pretty solid. You want?
Yeah, it actually was.
You want to know who animated this episode? This episode
I would love
was
to know.
animated by a company called Production IG. Some of the shows
I've heard that
they've
name
done:
before somewhere.
Attack on Titan,
Oh.
Okay.
Haiku, the volleyball show,
Ooh.
Psychopaths.
Okay.
Wait,
Wow.
They did Guilty.
did they
Crown.
do? All right, keep naming them off. I think I know one, but I don't want to sound stupid.
Basketball anime, Vinland Saga? The Vinland Saga? I've heard of that before. Wow, they've done a whole ton of mainstream stuff.
Alright.
I'm
I'm just gonna ask straight up. Did they do Blood Sea?
I'm looking. I'm not seeing Blood Sea in here yet. But
Huh.
the list, yes, they did Blood. They did Blood Plus.
Yeah,
they did
Blood
Blood Sea.
Plus,
They
Blood
did-
Sea.
Be the
Yeah.
beginning. They did Holic, Tristan. They did Holic.
They did Be the Beginning.
And Holic. They did pretty much the entirety of Psychopaths.
Wow.
They did a really good show called Diamond No Ace, which is basically an anime about baseball. They did the entirety of Evangelion. They even did the knockoff.
They got a lot of stuff under their belt.
They do.
They did. They did Pokemon The Origin. Pokemon The Origin. That was good.
Okay.
What's that show where it's the Demon's Bride or something?
I think it's called Demon's Bride.
Yeah, I think it's called Demon's Bride. Yeah, you're right. They did Demon's Bride. They did a bunch of like romance stuff that I may or not have seen. They did Ghost in the Shell. I don't know which movie they did, but they did one of the
Wow.
Ghost in the Shell movies. There's a bunch of solid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and they're doing the final season or the final part 2 for the final season of Attack on Titan. It looks like.
Or at least they'll have some kind of hand in it.
Oh yeah. What else did they do?
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Like I said, they did Fully Cooley. They did whatever Holic K is, Tristan. Kai.
Yeah, the Holic had like a few kind of like season 2 and 3. I would love to watch that with you and Scott, but I'm gonna be honest with you, it's all in Japanese. They never dubbed it.
Oh.
That's a shame.
Okay.
So, so either you guys are gonna have to read it or I'm gonna watch it on my own. I already know all the story.
Nice.
I just want to see
Is it worth
animated.
watching?
I feel like it is. As
Is it
long as
not-
they actually end it. As long as they actually
Okay.
end it.
That's my follow-up question. Did they actually end it, or is it like still going on?
Tristan, I want to.
Oh, I don't know. I never watched the other anime ones of Holic. I only watched the base one that we all watched together. But as far as like the manga itself, I really love the manga. But yeah, they have a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure Production IG has another episode in this
in this series.
Series, yeah, I couldn't think of the name. Yeah,
They're definitely one of the bigger companies that's part of this. Because the other one was more, they were more obscure, I'd say. They only did
yeah,
a few things.
the last few they didn't really have a whole lot under their belt. They just had a few like less popular shows, which they weren't terrible,
Yeah,
honestly. Except,
they
yeah,
they also did Halo Legends and Guilty Crown, which are also well, Guilty Crown is more like a mainstream, but not everyone knows about the Halo anime. But it's pretty good. Pretty good.
Wait. Go back. Did you say Halo anime, as in like Halo the video game
Yeah,
franchise?
it's Halo Legends. It looks like they did
Oh,
a couple episodes
good.
of One Piece.
we're doing a whole podcast on Star Wars anime. What is anything surprising you at this point?
They did it. There was an anime
I mean-
called Batman Gotham Knight.
I knew about
Oh
that.
yeah, that's a great
That was in
movie.
2008. It says it's 6 episodes, Scott. I don't know if that's a.
It's a movie that's like, it's like 6 stories, but it's like in a movie format. So it's
Okay.
like, it's Batman anime. It's really good. It's
They
a
did
lot of
some
fun.
kind of vampire anime that I
Two of the
really
most
recommend.
two of the most powerful things in this world,
Which-
Batman and anime,
Yeah.
both together.
They did a lot of Blood-Sea. They like covered like it looks like the entirety of
Okay.
just Blood-Sea. That's pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, they did. I think that they were the people who kind of like created it.
Nice.
Because Clamp, so they brought in Clamp for Blood-Sea. Blood and Blood Plus are their own little things. I don't know if it exists in the same universe as Blood-Sea, but Blood-Sea is in the same kind of multiverse as Holic and Tsubasa is. So, just because they brought in the people from Clamp to do it. Because if you look at the art style for Blood-Sea and you look at the art style for Code Geass, which is another Clamp work, you could see a big resemblance between the two.
Nice. So, in the beginning of this whole episode, we just see all these Force users. I don't think they really classified themselves as Jedi, but
The one guy, the main dude who
Ethan
came in,
does.
he said
Yeah,
he said, "Are you guys are all masterless Jedi too?" And I'm like, that's kind of specific, but sure.
not gonna lie, I almost thought like he was gonna be the Sith for a second, because he's just speaking so direct. He's like, "Hey, I received this transmission. Are you guys all Jedi too?" And I'm like, "This dude is a narc. This dude is a narc."
it's like
No,
21
no,
Jump
he's
Street
just
where they go to
stupid.
school and dress up as kids. Like,
He's-
hey, you guys want to do some drugs? We're not cops.
He's
Oh
not-
yeah, what's the one
He's not
guy
a
who's
narc.
on, like the
not a
skateboard
narc,
and
but
has an
he's just
AC/DC
Right?
t-shirt on? How you doing?
Oh
How
yeah,
you
it's like
fellow
Chris,
kids? Word.
I think it's Steve Buscemi, but I could be. I think the person in.
Oh yeah, I
Steve
think it
Buscemi.
is. I think it is
Yeah,
Steve
it is.
Buscemi.
How do you feel? Fucking
Yeah.
kids?
That guy, in general.
Yes, Steve Buscemi. Love him. How is he not dead
Dude,
yet, dude? That
the-
dude's like a
I don't know. But I
Oh,
want
no.
to see one of his best movies is Death of Stalin, and it's this comedy, and I just really want to see it. And he is hysterical in it. Anyways, back to the show.
Back to the show. So you
Back
got
to
a
the
whole room
Oh.
just full of masterless Jedi, as Tristan said. They received some kind of transmission. I'm getting. I can't exactly point it out, but I'm getting like vibes from this. I can't remember what this has happened before, where they all kind of like.
Oh yeah,
I can't. Can someone help me out here? Was it?
This
an
is a
episode,
common-
like- Oh wait, I know what it was. Remember back in Mandalorian season 2, where Grogu was on the that stone, and he was kind of like contacting any Jedi that was out there to just.
Oh
kinda, like,
yes.
come and pick him up. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm scared. Come pick me up. You know, and then Luke Skywalker comes and just kills all these droids. Like, I'm here. You know, that type of
Like-
stuff.
4 episodes later, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I was kind of getting that kind of vibe from this whole little scenario right here until you just see this creepy, tall, like 6 or 7 foot droid just come out of the shadows.
Oh no, that motherfucker was like 9 foot tall.
Yeah, he was.
yeah,
like,
that was
hey,
from Rogue One. I remember those guys.
No.
Jedi. I don't think this.
Hey.
Kill me. I don't think this droid's from Rogue One.
Nobody reminds me of the one from
Yeah,
Rogue
I
One.
know
You know,
exactly
those
what
big,
you're
tall
talking about.
Imperial ones.
Yeah, I was getting that.
The KS, was it KSO1 or something like that?
Oh, he was
Probably.
hysterical.
Yeah, KSO1.
Man
I
with man with
think-
Star Wars podcasts here's. I
Oh.
like how in this episode they were using catapults with rockets on them to just like throw the claw up into the stratosphere, just grabbing these giant like asteroids from the belt of whatever planet they were on, and dragging it back down to the planet, just so they could collect the stones. I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
neat idea.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think, like, how in however long that planet has existed, and probably that technique of mining has existed, how has one of those not grabbed that temple by now?
Could you imagine? Like, oh,
Like, you
shit.
think about that. Like, think about some Jedi's up there just, meditating or something, and then all of the next thing they know is the temple is just hurtling towards the ground at terminal velocity. Just,
Ultron play
it's
it.
true.
Ultron's
It's kind of like a
plan.
moon, probably.
That's no moon,
Come to
Scott.
life.
That's no moon.
That's
Can we-
Kylo
can we
Ren
also talk-
shirtless.
Can we also? Oh no! Can we also talk about? Can we also talk about the fact that Juro just dipped when he was like, the one I can't remember the girl's name, but she asked him, it's like, hey, can we go save my dad? He's like, yeah, sure. By the way, we're going somewhere completely different
Oh,
to
yeah.
build up.
Well, Actually,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I've
you're not
never
wrong.
seen those guys get on a ship and like go somewhere else. They were only on speeders. So
Who caught that
the
shit?
one
I
dude-
don't- I don't
fast.
think-
The one
yeah, I don't think they
orange
got
fish-looking
far.
dude- The only one, the orange fish-looking Sith was like, we've taken your father to a faraway place.
Oh,
Like,
heaven,
yeah.
It's
okay.
kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Okay,
Kind of
never mind.
slipped
I
out
just-
there.
I just thought Duro was just like, screw that shit. Just
we're doing side missions first.
yeah,
Me and
you gotta
Skyrim.
do
No.
side quest first.
No, saving her father is the side mission. They're doing the main quest.
Don't do it.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's like
She's that one NPC. We gotta save my family.
you finally finish the main storyline at your level like 200 and some, and the girl's still like level 4 from when you started. It's like, can we go save my dad now?
Like playing Fallout 4, but doing everything else besides going to the Institute.
That's what I
Oh
did.
my gosh.
That's exactly what I did.
And I did that too.
But
Oh,
but then
I
again,
went straight to the institute and then shot my son.
but then again, I had lightsabers with me, so
Not gonna lie, I did it too. I quick
I
save,
did
did it,
too.
and then
Oh my-
reloaded.
you know what I did?
Oh, I didn't. I did quick save. I had no regrets.
You know what's fun? You know what's fun? Pre-saving
Yeah.
before you go into the Diamond City, pulling out your portal gun and then just teleporting people 25,000 feet up in the air.
I love that.
And as they fall, you
Nice.
just slice them with your lightsaber. But anyways,
Back to the show.
back to the show. Speaking of lightsabers, this dude was actually forging them. That was pretty cool to see. Because
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
I've never really seen them forge their own lightsaber.
Not really.
They just use the Force to
There
kind of
was a
pull
deleted.
it together.
There was a. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
There was a deleted scene in Return of the Jedi where you saw like the I think the ending stages of Luke constructing his
You
lightsaber.
know what?
Well,
Yeah,
you
that's how he gets his green one.
y'all forget about the Clone Wars arc of the younglings.
Yo, I was thinking about that immediately after I thought one of the coolest parts of this whole episode, when he's forging the lightsabers, he actually mentions that well, we mentioned it before, but he mentions that the lightsaber's color will change depending on the user.
Yeah, he tempered.
Yeah.
His thing. He said he tempered the crystals so that they would change just upon, being in the hands of the user to reflect their connection with the Force.
I low-key kind of wish that was canon.
So, like,
Thing.
as soon as he took the one Sith lightsaber, the Margrave did at least, I liked how as soon as it touched his hand, it just changed color.
From red to green.
and it had that little ring too. I really like the little ring around it, like a hand
Yeah,
guard.
that was
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
There's a name for that, and I can't remember. It was like a.
Not hilt.
It was
or is it a hilt?
Stop your hand from going closer to the blade.
Oh, I used to know.
Yeah.
Kylo Ren's has like the same kind of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna be
Yes.
honest with you. It's still kind of stupid because if your hand hits that, it's gonna get sliced.
No, that. Oh, well, Kylo Ren's, yeah. I think Kylo Ren's splits off to more or less, because his isn't, what is it?
It's not stable, if I remember
it's not
correctly.
stable.
unstable crystal is what it is, you're right. So, I think he has those two little things. Yeah, it's an unstable, I was just ADHDing, It's an unstable crystal, so it has to, like, go out in two different directions to kind of keep it intact, I guess. But yeah. He also mentioned that you can change the length of it, which is kind of weird.
I think that was more of a thing of what's her name, Kara, not having a strong connection with the Force
Well, hers
at the
turned
time,
gray.
and not having, yeah, because like, when she first ignites it in the shop, it's just kind of that blackish, translucent color.
Mm-hmm.
It's also like extremely long, and then it goes to kind of a normal length, and it shortens up, and it goes back to a normal. It changes lengths in there, and I think that's just kind of a reflection of her, not as her kind of weaker connection with the Force, that she can't really control it as well.
There was a
Those
dirty
others
joke
can.
in there somewhere.
Tristan,
All right,
please,
you need to shut up, Tristan.
please.
The only
I
other
had to
lightsaber.
say something. Sorry.
The only other lightsaber I know of that can like change its length was Vader's.
Really?
It could actually get longer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if that's canon or not. Still.
I've never heard
Probably
of that
that
before.
sounds like Legends.
Yeah, in Legends, I think it had a little like dial where you were able to change it.
Interesting.
I remember hearing that. So like, yeah, just to piggyback off what Scott said, that was the thing.
So,
Which I don't know why it wouldn't be canon anymore, to be honest, because Disney
Yeah.
didn't really mess with much of.
they messed with the
Yeah, you're right.
continuity is what they did. Like,
I
they made
I
movies,
guess.
books. Well, that was when Kathleen Kennedy was in charge, so that was all her.
I don't even want to hear that name anymore.
Well, she's gone now. She's out of our lives. Now it's all in John Favreau's
I know.
hands, so
Ding dong.
what?
Thank God.
I'm not gonna say that.
Don't say it.
Not on the podcast.
Not a podcast, man. Anyways, so fast forward a little bit. Her father gets taken by these. I think she said Jedi hunters, which are pretty interesting. I think because most people you feel like would fear a Jedi. They're pretty damn powerful. So
The Inquisitors.
never mind. Wait, no, those are Force wielders too. So like
Right.
those are these aren't. They just have blasters. So
Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that.
yeah. So
Maybe they're just kind of like a what's the there was troopers that actually served the
Sith
Inquisitors, the
troopers.
Purge troopers.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Troopers, yes.
That's
So
a
her
good
father-
one.
So her father kind of gets taken. She, kind of runs away. She's going through this forest that I instantly get episode 6 vibes when they're on Endor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the speeder chase. Yeah, it was kind of cool. So then, a funny thing happens. She comes into contact with these, or I guess this like only functioning droid that can like pilot this ship to take her up to the.
I thought the droid was smoking.
I thought he was.
Ew.
When she came, I thought he was smoking a pipe. Honestly,
No, he's
but here it was like, yeah, I think it was like probably like oil or some kind of fuel
Probably. was.
in like
Probably.
reality, but it looked like tea.
It was probably oil or fuel.
So he takes her up to the what did they call it? The sanctuary?
The
Sky
Temple.
Temple.
Sky Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ariel Temple.
Yeah. So here she is with the lightsabers in hand, finally being able to deliver them to these Jedi, or so we thought. And then they end up taking the lightsaber, but before they ignite it, they ask where what was the dude's name again?
The
Juro.
Margrave Juro.
Yeah, so they ask where he's at. For some reason that they just want to find him, and then the one kid, what was his name? I can't remember names.
Ethan.
Yeah, so Ethan.
Welcome to the Chaotic Corp, where we don't remember names.
That's our slogan.
Episode we watched like 10 minutes ago.
That is actually our slogan. Here Ethan is. He's like, I got a bad feeling about this. Again, another quote. He probably didn't even say that, but
No, he is like, there's something feels wrong or something like that.
you still kind of get the vibe from it, but either way. And then they all ignite their lightsabers, and it's all red. That's what, Scott?
I thought that was just such a great moment because I'm thinking, oh, they're all gonna be blue.
Yeah.
The guy's gonna pop out. He's gonna be like a Sith Lord. He's just gonna mow them all down. The girl's gonna survive. She's gonna go out with the boy, and they're gonna go save her father. Blah 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 blah.
And then
Same
the
old.
droid's just gonna die, get
Yeah.
forgotten in the closet. One of those Christmas toys. But no, yeah, the entire tone just changed when all their lightsabers were shown red. It was a really good moment, I thought, in the episode.
Oh, yeah.
And then out of nowhere, he comes out of the droid, and I didn't expect that either. I low-key thought that the droid was gonna be a Sith Lord somehow. Not like Jar Jar Binks, Thought they were gonna pull like a Grievous, and then just the droid was gonna be like, I'm the Sith Lord. Prepare
He
to
starts
die.
coughing.
He
He's
starts
just like,
coughing. He's the descendant of General Grievous. So then we kind of get into this whole big like battle scene where they're all just fighting each other, or the three light side, I guess, versus all the other Sith, and they actually call themselves the acolytes of the Sith. One of the Sith called themselves the acolytes of the Sith. I thought that was really cool. Not to reference the actual show that we're getting sometime next year. The acolytes.
Is that like the Sith Inquisitors, or is this something different?
No, I think
I believe that there are people who like study the Sith ways. Like they're not full-fledged Sith, but they're looking to be.
I think when they announced it, that show was primarily gonna be based on the beginning of the Sith. So we might get like a look into the High Republic era, if that's what they're going for.
Just
Revan.
Good Revan. I don't care about anything else.
Well, the only way that would work is, we just gotta wait for the new trilogy to come out. Some people were saying that George Lucas is currently not writing the script for the original sequel trilogy that he had planned, not the 7, 8, and 9 that we got. Apparently, he already has those scripts and he wanted to do that, but then Disney just said we're going to go our own direction.
He gave them the story behind that. He gave them those scripts and said, "Hey, you should probably do this." And they're like, "Okay, solid, but we're not contractually obligated to do that."
They probably did.
And he's like, "Okay, can you please just do it?" And they're like, "Okay, maybe." And they just tossed him.
Right. So
We already had the scripts.
yeah, I think currently he's working on making it work to where he'll be able to show everybody what he originally had planned. It's either that or the new trilogy that's going to be coming out, the live action movies, is going to be the High Republic with Taika Waititi. I might have mispronounced his last name, but
No.
he's in charge of the new trilogy. So I think that was announced back in like 2019 or something.
Taika Waititi
yeah.
with a new oh my lord, that's
Yeah,
gonna be...
because he's a big
Oh
Star
my
Wars fan
God.
too.
He done.
If
He's done Thor, Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok,
He
yeah.
was, he played Korg. He did another movie. I can't even remember it. I just watched it.
Jojo Rabbit,
Yeah, he was in Jojo Rabbit. He was actually Hitler in Jojo Rabbit.
and he directed that movie as well, I believe.
Yeah. He was also in Free Guy. And
Oh yeah,
I think he...
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know exactly what he did. I feel like he might have worked with Ryan Reynolds in writing the story and the script or not. I'm not entirely sure. He might have just starred in it. I don't know.
I don't
he
know.
did star in it.
I know he's
No, he
He
started.
did
Yeah.
I feel
start.
like
I
he-
can tell you that.
Yeah, I feel like maybe he had more of a bigger hand in like writing the script or producing it. I don't know, but
He probably had a little something to do with the script. It
He's-
seems like a little bit of his work.
I like.
He
him.
probably wrote his own character,
Yeah.
if we're being honest.
Yeah, I like him, so I don't doubt that whatever he comes up with, will be good. We just gotta wait. And
Yeah.
see. But the rumors were coming from him was that he was wanting to do the High Republic. So because the books had just come out in like 2018, 2019, I think. And now there's like 3 books on the High Republic so far. So I've heard they're pretty good, and there's comics now too. So, but back to the show. You just see all these Sith getting like sliced in half. It's actually a really cool battle scene, in my opinion. One dude got charred. He literally got like set on fire. That was
Oh yeah,
really
they threw
brutal.
him in whatever that pit was, because Kara came up from behind him, and distracted him. And then when he was in the air, the Margrave just grabbed him, threw him down in that pit, and he just incinerated.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal.
I
But
wonder what was going on in that pit
I
that
think it was
happened.
you what?
It could have been.
What'd you say, Scott?
I think it was a Kyber crystal, but like a big one, like a really
Like a Death Star size?
kind of.
Nice. That would have been cool.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also find it interesting that what was that main guy's name? The one who got incinerated. Do we remember? Did he have a name?
Yeah,
Huh?
most of them had names.
He was a person. And that's all I remember.
I don't know. But anyway, I find it interesting that when he used Force Lightning, it was red.
Oh,
Like it wasn't just like
Yeah.
normal lightning color. It was red.
And she's more or less.
No. That's happened before, Chris.
Has it?
Oh, it has.
Yeah. Red Force Lightning's a thing.
Okay. I knew the
Pink Force Lightning.
I
don't
don't
know.
When does that
I've
happen
never
before
seen-
Tristan?
I know there's
I've
yellow
never seen
because there's
pink.
the Force. What is it? Force Judgment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So,
Ooh.
Scott, there's been a few times where it's happened, but the first time I ever saw it was in the Force Unleashed game where you
Oh.
faced off against that one guy in the
Okay.
yeah.
That's a good game.
I think he was in the Jedi Temple, but he was in some kind of temple. I don't know.
Was in the.
But yeah.
It was on the trash planet where Mace or where Darth Maul was from.
I hate to disagree with you.
Well, it was
The trash
some kind-
planet.
It was some
I
kind of
don't-
planet that was just engulfed.
You're
in-
talking about Raxus Prime.
Yeah.
You're talking about Raxus Prime.
Yeah.
That was actually an old Jedi with a staff, and he was in a giant robot.
Yeah, but he was in a. I
That's-
think he was originally
I don't-
like on the council because he had that entire room looking like the council room. I
Yes,
don't know
but
what
he
that-
didn't have red lightning.
I thought that's what we were
Well,
referencing.
now he is the council.
I thought that's what we were referencing, that he had the red lightning.
No. It was some other dude. It was some like undead guy or something. Like he said he came back from the dead or something. It was really
Oh,
weird. He looked. He was the same race as those guys from Utapau or Utapau.
Utapau.
Episode 3,
Yeah.
where Grievous was hiding.
Yeah.
Those guys, the real tall, pale guys.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, he was.
there is a roof or something. What did he say? There, battles
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah,
Um,
he said something like second floor or something. I don't know, but he was the same race as those guys,
Everywhere. Just love that line.
and he was in some kind of temple, and he had red lightning. And I'm pretty sure there was another, like I think, female Sith with red lightning, but I can't really remember who
yeah,
that
she
was.
was the apprentice, I think, to Ayla Secura. I could be wrong about that. Because
Shakti.
Yeah, was it Shakti? Because I remember that whole
If you're-
that whole
Shakti
fight scene
died.
was
I-
on.
No, Shakti was in the Force Unleashed video game.
Yeah, she made it. She was supposed to survive.
At least
the deleted scene.
that version of Star Wars, she
Yeah.
she was alive.
Remember, you have to go hunt her down. You have to hunt down a bunch of Jedi in Force Unleashed. It's really fun.
In the
I haven't
second
played
one,
it yet, but I
you-
heard.
I think you get back in contact with that same girl, like the apprentice. Because remember, she throws the rancors at you. She doesn't throw them, but she kind of
Yeah.
sticks them at you, and you have to like fight
Yeah,
the rancors. Man, maybe I want to play that game again. But
I'm pretty. Yeah,
I have it on the PSP. It's really fun on the PSP.
I have it on my Xbox. I just haven't really completed it. The Force Unleashed 2 was a real letdown because there was only like
yeah, it was a really
2
short
planets
game.
on it. It really was short for full price. It was terrible.
It should have been a DLC.
There were DLCs, but they weren't really large enough, honestly.
Right, they were like.
And honestly, you had to pay full price for a tenth of the game. Not even a tenth. I would say a 50th of the game you first got.
An 80th.
Honestly. And then you had to pay DLC just for something that couldn't even be considered canon at the time.
Right.
So, I don't know.
It's just. It's just all confusing.
Podcast.
Man. Sorry. So I really like the part where she's kind of defending herself off of this other acolyte, I guess, if that's what you want to call him. That's when her lightsaber actually fully becomes green, and then Tristan, you or somebody like acknowledged that the color of the red saber was changing to purple, and I thought I was going colorblind, and I thought it was pink.
Oh yeah.
But I think
Yeah, because we all know that there's pink lightsabers.
Hey, listen, man. If Rey can call herself a Skywalker, there's pink lightsabers out there. Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. All right.
Fair enough.
What was everyone's favorite part of the whole episode?
Extendo saber.
Extendo saber.
Standard Shaper.
I liked the part where they all turned out to be Sith. I thought that was such a great plot twist.
It was
I
a
did
good
not see
shot.
that coming. Because, like, oh, these guys are so nice, and all the yellow eyes, they're all, you know, hey, we're just here for Jedi, you know. No, we're all Sith, we're here to kill you.
I love the fight scene. The fight scene was so well done.
Mhm.
It really was coordinated.
Well, these guys know how to do, like, fight scenes. I mean, if they're doing
Yeah.
Attack on Titan and these other anime,
Yeah, I don't know what about it. I don't know what about it, but I love Jiro's lightsaber. The little ring around. I love that for some
Did
reason.
you get like semi Obi-Wan vibes from that or something?
No, I don't know. I just like it. It's
Oh,
cool.
yeah,
Oh, lightsaber had rings on it. Or at
Did
least
it?
one big ring, I think.
No,
Not
it didn't.
so. Okay, so yes, the hilt did.
Yeah.
Let me translate for everyone
I'm
here.
talking
Let me
about the
translate for
light
everyone
ring.
here. Yeah, Chris is talking about like the actual light ring, like it was like a part of a blade.
Maybe I'm missing something here. Oh, I see it now. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, there
Stupid.
you go. Okay, now that everyone's on the same page.
Did you, man?
Stupid man.
Stupid man. Man with the dumb.
Man.
Yeah, no, that's. I don't know why, but I really like that design.
It's something different.
Like,
It's something different.
yeah. I mean, kind of, yeah, because I saw it in, I know y'all did this one last week, episode 4, Village Bride. Her lightsaber kind of had that little kind of inset, but this one was
Yeah,
more out. It's kind of floating, but it's still part of the blade. It's weird, but it's cool.
Imagine if he just uses the Force to take off that ring and he just throws it.
Oh my god. That would
That'd
be
be
cool.
cool.
Like a lightsaber ninja star.
Just like an energy ring. Oh god, that would be so effective.
Holy shit! Can you imagine?
Do you imagine that? Just
How would you turn it off, though?
It'd
Like,
be
how
like-
you have to, like,
Up
It
in
would just be like Yondu and his whistle-blowing arrow, you know?
oh my god, yeah, because it would just cut through anything it hit, just dead.
Yeah. So, I heard from Tristan. What was your favorite part?
I have to copy Chris. The fight scene was probably mine.
Nice. Yeah, this episode, this episode had solid animation, had a solid story. I think, good choreography. It was overall a pretty good episode.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I think we got everything in. I mean, does anyone else have anything they want to add?
No.
Nothing I can think of.
All right. This was a good episode. Thanks for listening, everybody.
We also stream time to time. You could follow me at twitch.tv/ApolloYourKing. You could follow Jordan at twitch.tv/HotPocket61. Scott, I know you have an Instagram. I don't know it by heart, so if you want to plug it in real quick.
Simpson21, and you can find me tagged for our YouTube page as well. I mean, Instagram page.
Chris, did you
Yes, he will be.
I don't have anything to add, but I'll be around.
Yeah, so that concludes our episode. Thank you all for listening. We'll see you next week.